Today we introduced Mediar AI agent. What is it? Mediar AI agent allows any company or an individual to record whatever they're doing on the computer and automate it at scale with the use of AI. You might have heard about OpenAI Operator or Google Project Mariner or Cloud Computer Use. Great ideas. Yeah, you type something and then computer does it. Excellent. But it does it really slowly and is quite unreliable. And in addition, it doesn't have any context about who you are and what you're doing in your real job. So you have to explain it every single step, but you'd rather do it yourself then. It doesn't save you any time. You might also have tried programmatic solutions, so-called RPA tools, right? You have a workflow, you repeat it 1,000 times, you write code that repeats the same workflow but with a computer. It works at scale, but it's very fragile. Anything changes on the user interface and the whole workflow will break. It also takes software engineer to build. And it takes a lot of time from both people, the actual user and the software engineer. But with Mediar, the game has changed. Now you can record, look it up here. You start recording and it can keep recording the data for as long as you want. You can record a single session or you can record 24/7, 365 days a week. For someone like a lawyer, they probably do this job all day long, 10 times a day. It is being recorded by our software and you can see it in the dashboard. The data is arriving and then we see all the underlying raw events that happen. All the clicks, all the buttons, all the mouse movements, all the keyboard actions, everything is recorded. You can see the detailed logs, how did it happen exactly, which element was clicked, which bounding boxes, which coordinates of this action happened. You can also see that it takes screenshots and captures the underlying DOM of your desktop, similar to how it's done with tools like Selenium, but with our software, it can be done for any browser or desktop application natively. So in this example, it's done partially on the desktop because Louis has opened a file from his computer and showed like a picture, but then he also uses the browser to actually fill out the form. So now all the raw events are captured and then we can proceed to other tabs. And this data is then used to analyze what actually happened on Louis' computer. We go into the steps tab and there we can see the sequence of different events that happened on Louis' computer. We can see that the last step is filling out I-94 form. And this step was already processed by AI in the background while he was doing that. And here we can see exactly what has happened. The title of the action itself, all the business logic and raw events summarized and outlined. Now this interpretation feeds into the next step. And once you go through all the steps, the workflow is done. Now it's fully automated. So you just click save and now you can deploy it. How does the deployment work? Very easy. You go to the dashboard of the deployment and here we already have the I-94 workflow. It's been fully automated and now you can test run it. You click test run and then you can see that it's in the execution history. It appeared, it started running. You can see the virtual machine and the screenshots from it that it shows that the workflow is being executed. As a result, you do the same work but 10x faster with AI and you can clone this AI to run on thousands of virtual machines at the same time, just like it's happening right here. We already help many clients to do insurance, any healthcare workflows, any accounting workflows, any testing workflows for your software engineering tasks. We do them at scale and we do them reliably. Reach out to us to learn more. Thanks a lot for watching.